All right, thank you for staying with Citizen TV's Monday Report. We're still here with Honorable William Kabogo, Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communication, Technology and Digital Economy. Let's go straight to your questions because there's quite a number of them. Let's see if you can squeeze in as many as we can. Bring up the questions. Let's see, you don't leave your name, but you say those who retired at KBC since 2021 have not been paid their pension dues to date. What are your plans to assist these suffering lot of old men and women, sir?
I am on top of it, Trevor, like nothing.
Okay.
13 days ago, I started at KBC because I had heard all these things. I'd heard there are people who market, they bring in money and they never paid. I'd heard, of course, about cartels that make money one way or the other. So in a layman's language, I found KBC on a deathbed. Beyond ICU. I can tell you now it's in HDU. It is on the road to recovery. About 7 days ago, KBC was broadcasting only in Nairobi. Now it's broadcasting in 9 places. We've got issues with equipment, obsolete equipment, and we are working on it. There's a case between KBC and the pension body.
Yeah.
We shall sort it.
Okay.
KBC, I found a program there that is a project that is in inception stage, aiming to reorganize KBC and make it a world-class station through a World Bank loan, about 14 billion shillings. I said, that's not how I want to go. You will sink money there, it will still sink. Fix it first so that it is running efficiently. I'm told they are ghost workers. We can't wait for them to find a way of procuring a service to investigate ghost work. So we have asked for certain people who are experts in government to be seconded there for some work. We have asked the Department of CID to deal with where there are criminal complaints and investigations are being done, so that we clean up Kabisa. When it looks like it is clean, then we can start asking, are we going to put in government money? Are we going to look for an investor? Are we going to sell a parcel of land that belongs to, because they have quite high value properties. We should be able to fix Kenyans. No one will lose their money.
Okay.
It is a matter of when, not if.
While we're still on that topic, the government owes media houses in excess of 1.5 billion shillings. Is there a plan to intervene on this for the payment of the outstanding bills?
Well, that is a matter that I cannot speak to myself as ICT Waziri. But it's a matter that we should be able to collectively in cabinet to deal with. You talk of debts. Government is also owed a lot of money by sometimes private sector, especially in the IT world. I don't want to name companies, but all these things are on my desk that have to do with cases in my ministry, and we will take them up.
Okay.
Yes, we are being sued left, right, and center. And you will find we lose most of those cases.
Okay.
We have a case in London that has gone arbitration against KBC with 5 billion award. We will deal with these things. In my ministry, I said we should be able to deal with this issue of pending bills. Pending bills is a very big problem, and people sometimes, even in government, don't understand what it means to have pending bills. Trevor, government is like you. You only spend the money you have. For example, probably you have like 3,000 or 4,000 shillings in your pocket, right? I have like 10,000. So I should only spend the 10. But what happens, you see, for example, when a governor takes office, he has promised, or a president takes office, he has promised roads everywhere. So if really you're not a leader, you're just a politician, you will advertise for roads because the system is to advertise. So many roads, you advertise roads of about 2.5 billion. And your budget for that year for development is only 1.1 billion. But you've done roads of 3 billion. Kenyans rush because it's advertised. They come and bid, they win the bid, and they commit their money so that they can raise a certificate to be paid. After they raise the first certificate, they go to finance. Sasa ni utafuta viatu ya kala, ya kutembea ukifuata pesa. Because it's not there. The money is not there. But they gave you a contract. What does that mean? When you spend 4 or 5 billion, money you don't have, it means you borrowed from Kenyans. You borrowed. That's a debt.
Or you swindled them. You conned them.
Whichever way you want to name it, you got money you didn't deserve to get. By simply using your office to force an advert, you give people contracts. These people should be in court answering criminal charges. They say, why are you saying this? Because you're not in office. When you're in Kiambu, what was your pending bills? I had pending bills that would have been paid in that term. Because there are roads that, like, for example, Kiambu to Kitunguri.
Yeah.
It was 140 million in 3 tranches. So if I had come back, I would have paid the second tranche and the third one. You understand? So I borrowed from people in a responsible way that I knew I would pay.
Okay.
Controller of budget should be able to see this. And that's why I'm saying, as ICT Waziri, I will make sure in the shortest time possible, government goes live from procurement to payment so that the controller of budget has information real time. Today, she will wait for controller of audit, Auditor General, to give a report which comes 18 months later, and they will start moving 18 months later. We should be able to nib it immediately. It is happening.
Yeah.
And this will happen through this ministry.
In your term.
Yes.
So before attendant is advertised, we would know how much money has been allocated to that.
The system will not accept the way they don't accept IFMIS if there's no funds.
Okay.
The system will not commit.
Okay.
But you will know there's a lot of resistance on doing these things. We have a ministry that was digitized. And let me tell you, Trevor, digitization of records of a ministry, for example, is not just that you apply for a search online and in 2 minutes you pay. You understand? I have been a victim myself of e-citizen.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I filled a discharge of charge form. Don't ask me whether I take loans. Which businessman doesn't? And I take responsible loans.
Yeah.
And the form is 2 minutes, and you're done. It took me 3 months. Uko back end. Because at the back, they are still manual. So files must move. Records must be checked. So my plan now is to make sure in the shortest time possible, even if it is in sections, we are fully digitized from end to end.
Okay. There's a lot of questions coming through. Let's try and see if we can squeeze in as many of them as we can. Martin Maweu says, kindly ask the CS, how can employees of Postal Corporation of Kenya make their ends meet after having gone for 5 months without pay, last paid in August 2024?
Boss, you should have seen the face of the MD when I raised this matter with him. I said, is we shape up or we ship out? How do you have 5 months of salaries you have not paid people? So these are the things that we are saying recently in Cabinet. Some of these things need to be reorganized, merged, closed, that don't work. Posta has now got a plan on the addressing system in Kenya so that it becomes like DHL, so that they can do pick from your house and drop to my house. And also be reasonably priced.
Okay.
That other service of end-to-end will compensate why they are more expensive than anybody else.
Okay.
So they had a plan of selling part of their assets also. And I said, no, that's not the way to go. You sell one today, you sell another one after 2 years, so you finish everything. If we can't fix it to be able to survive on its own, then it's not a business worth being in.
Okay.
And that's why I said KBC needs to draw their line. What is public broadcasting for the purpose of informing public on what government is doing? That should be financed by the Exchequer.
Okay.
The other bit that runs adverts, that gives you Signet connections, that is commercial.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And at some point, they will compete with you.
Okay.
In the market. I can tell you this for a fact.
We will see. Let's
and I will put you to go to KBC.
Let's see what was coming through here. You don't leave a name, but you say, how will he handle digital loan apps that harass people texting as early as 4 a.m. with insults and threats, numerous calls, and hefty interest for 5 days?
You understand that this is a regulated area. If you are harassed by these things, you need to report. I was having a chat with MPs, how they are harassed on internet, online, and these things. I said, you've passed a law here. There is even an app. Some of them don't know. There's an app of reporting. They've made it very easy. So report.
Okay.
If it is not right, we'll fix it.
Okay.
Again, there is so much borrowing and lending kienyeji, Shylocks. If you went and took 1,000 shillings from Shylock or 2,000, Mazay, they will call you in a manner you have never seen. I have one who keeps calling me. I refuse to pay a bill because of non-performance. So this guy went to a receiver. You call them what? Debt collectors. You know, they call me and say you need to deal with this thing. After 10 minutes, they call with another because I keep blocking. I'm telling them, what will you do at the end? Why don't you sue me? Because you have non-performance here. But they are a nuisance because what they want me to do is get upset and pay this 60,000. Surely I shouldn't pay because I'm not satisfied. And this is Kenya for you.
Okay.
This is how we do things.
All right.
So if you lend, you follow.
Okay.
If you borrow, you should pay.
Okay.
But the terms of engagement, the rules of the game is what we need to understand. Again, I bring you back within the laws as established.
Okay. Let's bring up more questions coming through here. Sir Nixon says, CS Kabogo, President Ruto had promised free internet in every ward within Kenya. From where you sit, is it still possible, or do you intend to bring the vision to fruition? No.
It is very possible. It is going to happen. It's work in progress. We are doing 47 centers of excellence in every county. High end. You understand? We are doing another 53 of standard 3.2 million worth of digital hubs. And the plan is to have 1,450 done in every ward, one in every ward.
But your predecessor, Eliud Owalo, actually started this, but it's not working.
No, it is there. It's in progress. I told you this morning, I had a meeting with our staff in ICT Authority and Kenya Power, who are the contractees of this program of the superhighway. And their job is to take and drop the last mile and connect all government institutions. We said 44,700 in 6 months will be connected.
But why was it
the hubs that were connected and the markets? I told you earlier, some were switched on, they were working perfectly. Many are not working now because of the issue of how they were to be sustained. We have now come up with a system where we'll speak to ISPs to own them and run them, and our post offices. Posta will collect money on these things so that we can give Kenyans access to high-speed internet almost for free.
Okay.
Yes. So it's going to happen. I can tell you this. If we don't have those 100 this year, then I need to leave. I'm charged with overseeing it.
Yeah.
This is the guy who will leave if it doesn't happen.
So if you don't clock the 100,000 kilometers,
I'm talking about the 100. He was talking about the internet, free internet.
Yeah.
I've said we know there's a problem. Free internet that was given to markets, etc., many are not working. We are now looking for a way of covering that bit that was not covered, because internet, you give it today, it drops tomorrow because the switch is not working, the access points are not working, power has not been paid. You understand all these things. And now the other bit to make the other 1,350 after the 100 is what we are doing with MPs. And every MP, today I've had a visit of about 7 MPs who are saying theirs are ready. They want it to be equipped. Okay. So the next thing I do is market to the guys who are doing this job. This thing is a reality and it will happen.
Okay.
Let me tell you further. If you look at one hub in a ward, truly is a drop in the ocean. For example, Mwiki Ward here in Githurai, for lack of a better example.
Yeah.
It is so huge a ward that one hub is not enough. What do I want to do? And I'm selling this to Cabinet, that we should use it as a training place so that young boys and girls, men and women of the ward should be able to go and rent a building in Githurai, pay 20,000 shillings in rent, get 3 laptops, and 3 of them own their own internet hub. How do we expect them to find money? We expect to join hands with the bank, because we are not in the business of lending. And they can do LPO lending to buy this equipment, pay rent for 3 months, and they're on their own on 4th month.
Okay.
And that will have very little investment from government. All we need is a revolving loan fund placed with a commercial bank.
All right. Let's bring up some of the questions again. And Bob Ndolo, TikTok petitioner, says, Honorable William Kabogo, as the petitioner advocating for the regulation of TikTok in Kenya, I wish to commend the TikTok team for successfully implementing measures to make the platform well-regulated and safe. In light of this achievement, I would like to urge you to initiate a similar process for the Telegram platform, which has increasingly become a hub for highly immoral content. Addressing this issue would greatly contribute to fostering a more responsible digital environment. That is Bob Ndolo, the
Bob
TikTok
Ndolo.
Yes.
This is it. If you allow me to clap for him, I will.
Okay.
He has seen what responsible issues we are talking about. And Telegram should follow the same path TikTok has. Okay. And that is the work of the regulator, isn't it? Yeah. And this is where we are saying we need to understand how responsible we should be. Okay. And create a regulatory framework that allows this. One of the things is for them to have shop in town. So you know who to ask. Okay. You understand? Yeah. So we are getting there slowly. People should be patient with us. All right. I said if I had a way of stopping pornography in Kenya, I would do it tonight. I would do it tonight. And I said, imagine you're a young family, you have 2 rooms in Nairobi because you cannot afford 3, and you have 3 children, a boy and 2 girls. Then they are watching pornography in the other room. What do you expect? It's like we're becoming an insane society. So, Ndolo, that is the way. Okay. Yes, that's the way of the future. And that's where we are going as a society.
All right. Let's bring up some more here as we wind up. Kalebi Kenye says the sentiments by Honorable Kabogo is utmost truth service, but doesn't he concur with the fact that it might be hard to achieve this in a toxic political environment where the appointing authority has completely lost legitimacy?
Very difficult to work in certain circumstances. I have seen it in the ministry. I'm only a few days old, but I've seen it. But I'm equal to the task. I'll deal with it until the day I'm fired. I'll deal with it until we succeed in the ministry. Okay. Yes, that's my promise to Kenyans.
So there's politics in the ministry?
Of course, there's politics everywhere in Kenya, boss. You understand, politics comes because of money.
Yeah.
Politics comes because of power. Politics come because of many things.
Even today.
But those who will bring politics in my ministry, they will be in for a root shock.
Even today, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka said they're forming a formidable force that will ensure
Boss,
goes home.
Trevor, these are the same old dogs. The same people. Trevor, same monkeys, same forest, and you expect different results. Who there can say, this is what I did? I know I'll receive proper beating, but I am equal to the task.
They say they'll form a force that will
It is okay. We have seen it. We have seen
2027.
it before. Please allow government to do its job. 2027, fungueni kiwanja. Trevor, you don't know where you will be that time, on what side of the divide, because there seems to have set a game of the divide is two. You don't know where I will be. I want to make sure that I work so hard that this government delivers. Then we will discuss issues. Issues, and not people.
Okay.
You understand? My friends there, all of them, except probably one or two, my friends there, they've been in this game. True or not true? Mention them. Mention
former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
That is a recent entrant. Huyo ni wa juzi.
Fred Matiang'i is a name that has come up.
Nasema, amefanya kazi yake kwa serikali Matiang'i. Si ndio? Nani hamjui? Alianza Egerton. Alifanya aje hapo? Si ndio? Kadi. Let us fill the cards of these people. Kalonzo Musyoka, Mazee. Minister, Vice President. Kweli si kweli? Kadi yake imejazwa aje, ni vitu gani alifanya. I'm not against anyone at all. I'm not going personal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying tujaze kadi ya viongozi. Mimi kadi yangu iko sawa. Sipokuwa ni hizo shenanigans ninalete yangu hapo.
Yeah.
Kadi iko sawa.
Okay.
The whole of Juja was 3 constituencies. I was there for 2 terms. Record speaks for itself. Go to Bunge and see the work I did. You understand? Nikaenda hapo governor. Sasa niko hapa. Kama kila mtu atajaza kadi yake na wananchi wasome, you will select your leaders from the cards.
Okay.
Lakini siasa mingi.
Yeah.
Kwanza mbaya. Maisha mbaya sana.
Do you regret getting into politics?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I look and say, now wewe unaamkanga kila siku unaenda kutafuta. That's what you go and do. Ndio ulisha watoto. Sisi usema hivyo. Kwa kitamaduni kiafrika hapa kwetu. Si ndio? Sasa hiyo chakula mimi sikukosa. Hii kitu nilikuja kufanya nini? Utukanwe, uwekelewe. Hii story ya drugs ilitokana na siasa. Mimi nimechukua ndege hapa nimeanguka. Unajua nilikuja 2002 August is when I decided the Uhuru time that it's our time. That's my age mate. It's our time now to govern and take Kenya with our energy. Lakini kumbe nilikuja kutoka Mombasa, sikujua hii kitu niko vile iko. Nikaonyeshwa mahesabu ya mlolongo. This is how you queue. A very long queue without vision of the end. Niliambia nimeshindwa na queue ya watu 9. That was the beginning. Caution, be careful. So as I was hopping from place to place in a helicopter, so it is fairly easy. And I owned one as a young man. You understand? How can kijana mdogo namna hii akuwe na helicopter? Hii ni pesa ya madawa. You know, people just speak. And the internet doesn't forget.
Yeah.
But there is nowhere, anywhere that I have ever been close. Close to even being associated with anyone who does. But when we go for interview, we want to see Pablo, I don't know, and who owns more. you understand this?
How does that old tag make you feel as a family?
It makes me feel nothing these days. Absolutely nothing.
You're nonchalant about
Yes, so it's really a sad story to those who think I feel something. I feel zero.
Okay.
My conscience is clean.
All right.
Yes, I'm done with it.
Okay.
I will speak about it every platform you give me.
All right.
Because they want to continue hearing.
Okay.
But those guys who want to disorganize you politically, that is their only card. Please bring another card.
Okay.
Trevor.
All right.
Please tell them, bring another card. I'm waiting for them.
All right.
They want to see a minister at work. Here is one.
All right.
And you will check me in a few months. What will I have done? I will have pushed like a bulldozer.
All right.
Yes.
Great. Let's take another question here as we wind up on this conversation. Papa Mark says, it's my opinion. Mbona Kabogo ananyima kinyozi wake bees? Mbona Kabogo ananyima kinyozi wake bees? I'm used to him with a bald head. Is this your new hair?
Unajua, my hairstyle.
Yes.
My hair, what do they say? My dress, my choice.
My dress, my choice.
My hair, my choice. It's.
So
some people say, this guy has changed his hair. Now he looks like Kibaki. Usinyoe.
Yeah.
You know, I'll cut my hair when I want to.
Were you going for the Kibaki?
I have a personal reason why I decided to keep my hair.
Why?
It's my personal reason.
You won't reveal that?
No, it's mine.
Okay.
But one day when I cut it, then you will know the reason is done.
But we would not know what the reason was.
You would not know what it is. I like to keep my secret. but anyway, he needs to know that I now see kinyozi more often than before.
Okay. Because
sometimes I would just take my quick shaver and run through. It's easy and I'm done. So this one needs to be organized.
Okay.
So I have to see a kinyozi every week. And if he's a kinyozi, let him come.
Okay.
I have a job for him. But I don't pay more than they pay.
All right.
Yes, I pay kawaida.
Waziri, as we wind up, what is your final word to Kenyans? Because now we're in the political season.
Fellow Kenyans, let us not politic too much.
This is your camera here.
Let's not politic too much.
Yeah.
Let's put government on check and allow government to do its bit. The time to gauge whether this government has worked will be 2027, not now. At least I am new. Allow me to work, and you gauge what I did. Are we on this thing together? So my plea to Kenyans, tuendeni mos mambo ya siasa. Muache kufuata watu hawana kazi, hawana mwelekeo. Umeingia bus stop, ndugu, ukapata basi imeandikwa haiendi popote na unaingia. Wenda wapi ndugu? Wenda wapi? Pole pole tutafika kama nchi ya Kenya. And you know this country is for all of us. Mazee watu wengine wanataka kufikiria tunaweza toroka. Tutoroke tuende wapi? This is our home. And as equal as it is your home. So let us find space to live together. We can disagree on politics. Lakini uwezi ngoja. I want to tell, and I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth. You cannot be inside the jiko. Ukae hapo mwaka 2.5. Kisha utoke nje, useme kunapikwa sumu. Mimi nilipatiwa sumu niwapatie. Na nikakuja nikawapatia. What are you telling us? And you know Kenyans, sometimes we play ball. But you know that the guy is lying. Simply. If you went into a coalition knowingly as deputy, and I'm saying this because this is where the mountain is. And you went in, na ukaingia bila plan. Umetoka bila plan. You understand? Mheshimiwa William Ruto, the president now, had a coalition with President Kenyatta. 2013, I was on the table when we negotiated. Man, he put his cards on the table and he's got his bit of government. Huyu jamaa alifanya nini? You know, the mountain is just running. Ndio unaona sasa asubuhi nimesikia wanasema ati wa Monyoro is equal to Ishaweri. Honestly? Seriously? Baba, yani nyinyi watu wa mlima jameni simna tuangusha mbaya sana. Let's weigh what we are doing. Stop and think, are we on the right track? Tuenda wapi? Just that. Tuenda wapi? Ukijibu, basi songa. Songa. Na uchunge usiwe mtu wa malalamiko. Nimeona hapo Kisumu juzi wakisema, salala. Huyu mzee si alitukosea. Huyu mzee ametuweka upinzani bwana miaka hii yote na hii serikali vile iko na joto. Sasa hii wanasema, mbona mnataka tuende hiyo? And let me tell you, you will keep saying here what the Katiba says, that serve the people without fear or favor. That is the ideal situation in our Katiba. That's not what happens. Real things happen. Sasa wewe unaongoza the flock, unapeleka wapi bwana? Si afadhali ukuwe na mwangaza, umeanza juzi 3-4 months, wamefika wapi? Where has the flock gotten in 3 months? Ati utawaonyesha njia. How? Mimi nikufuate? Nitararuriwa, wacha nikwambia. Nitararuriwa hii wiki. Utaona. Lakini mimi niko sawa na kuraruriwa. Let's talk issues.
Okay.
Please don't attack me personally.
All right.
Tell me that, you know, I have a berry, I have a kipara. That's me.
Okay.
Let us discuss Kenya issues.
All right.
You are the minister of government. What will you do? What is this government doing in this space? I will answer.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge.
All right.
And let's keep it a discussion. Hii matusi.
Yeah.
Ati huyo ni mwizi, alikuwa hivyo na tulikuwa na yeye. Wewe na ulikuwa na mwizi. Na sasa unasema ati yeye ni mwizi. You know, Trevor, honestly, we are cleverer than that. At least even if I didn't go to school for lack of a better example, I have some kidogo street smartness that tells me hapa iko shida.
Okay.
Hapa iko shida. You know, unasema ulifukuzwa kwa siasa. Inawezekana, it is possible, ulifukuzwa kwa siasa. Lakini mimi Trevor nikuwe deputy president na nifukuzwe. Mimi. Takuwa mlima. Takuwa mlima kupanda hiyo mlima. Because mimi ni mtu mwerevu.
Okay.
I know what to do and what not to do. You understand? The things you are charged with are there. 11.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
And I'm saying this not because I'm a minister of Mlima. I just happen to come from there. But you took me to discuss the Mlima issues.
Okay.
So it is not, I will not be blamed by Kenyans of concentrating too much on Mlima.
All right.
Because Mlima has people. Very huge population.
Yeah.
They need to be served by government. Okay. So please give us space to serve.
All right.
Yes.
Waziri, thank you so much for making
Asante
time.
sana.
Honorable William Kabogo, Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communication, Technology and Digital Economy. Asante.
Na kama nimekanyanga mtu, anisamehe.
Asante.
Because tunafanyanga maombi.
Yes.
Our Father who is at in heaven.
Yes.
Inafika mahali inasema forgive us our sins.
Yes.
As we forgive those. So mimi naomba msamaha kama nimekanyanga mtu. Na kama nimezungumza maneno ungependa tuongee.
Yes.
Tuendelee. Please walete hapa.
All right.
Invite us.
We'll give you
niitie Kalonzo.
Yes.
Niitie Wamalwa. Niitie Rikiji. Niite mimi na mtu mwingine yoyote. We discuss issues.
All right.
Yes.
Waziri.
Na kila mtu atawekelea story yake wapi? Wakenya wakague hii story ni gani ya ukweli.
All right.
So tukiwekwa line hapa.
Yes.
Mimi na huyu na huyu na huyu. Watu wa Kenya ambie hebu fuateni, ingieni line, utafuata nani? Utashangaa.
All right. Thank you for making time. That's where we'll leave it for now. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, it's time for some business and sports. Don't go too far.